What's going on, everyone? This is Kyle Knight here with another Lego review. This is going to be a sped up build of the 2022 Lego Hoth AT-ST. It is a 9+ set with 586 pieces, includes the ATST Hoth driver exclusive to the set for this year, a snow printed Chewbacca also exclusive, and a Hoth Rebel Trooper. The back of the box shows some of the details. The head spins around as some of the previous models have had. I've heard that it does 360-degree turn, so that is a slight change from at least one of the earlier 2000 models that I currently own. This also comes with a gray Imperial probe droid, the first time we're getting one in this particular scheme for minifigure scale, similar to the UCS model that came out earlier the past couple of years, forgetting which year that was, but very recent. So we'll build this, I'll do a speed build, time lapse, and then after that I'll kind of review some of it, and then show you what I'm planning to do with some other sets. As you can see over there, the Hoth AT-AT from 2020, and we'll kind of put them side by side and see how they look. So without further ado, we'll get into the build.
Just wanna hold it, don't wanna swim it over. It feels like you got it, you want your roller coaster. Don't ask me about my freedom, don't ask me about my wisdom. You want it, you need it, but why? Stop by later, maybe I'm gonna fix something tea. You wanna grab something from the street, bring it out. But
folks, the Lego Hoth AT-ST from 2022 in all of its glory. I have it standing by the 2020 AT-AT just as a size comparison. As you can see, it scales pretty nicely if you're not being concerned with, one-to-one accuracy to what you see in the movie. Obviously, it's not going to be completely minifigure scale when you are looking at this. This isn't minifigure scale, but if you had this up next to the $800 AT-AT, you'd get something a little bit more accurate. However, I'm a strong advocate of getting the $150 AT-AT over the $800 AT-AT. Besides the point, this video, let's focus more on this guy, but just wanted to give you that size comparison. If you put him next to the probe droid that he comes with, again, this is a pretty tall boy, pretty tall compared to some of the earlier AT-ST models. The only minifigure scale one I've had was the 2004 AT-ST, I believe, and it was very heavily brick built. So this one's nice. It's definitely well structured. It has the Technic support. Nice greebling on the front too with the wires. They have a little painting rod from a minifigure, which is clever. Lightsaber hilt. Very nicely detailed. If you open the canopy, you'll see here top hatch. So it's pretty cool. But you can lift this whole top hatch up, and you'll see where the driver goes in. There's a spot for his binoculars, his weapon, as well as a nice little control panel there. But unfortunately, it only seats one. And again, this is a more lankier version of the AT-ST. So again, they say they're staying true to source material, but if I'm being frank, I don't see a problem with this at all. The back fans look nice. We have the flick fire missiles. I'm not going to shoot them off now, so I don't lose them. But these, you push these two down, and those two red missiles fire out. And I think that's hidden pretty well too. This does move up and down as well. So it's kind of nice. Sometimes they become a little bit wonky, but not too bad. So next to this, obviously it's pretty tall. You can put it next to your Imperial guy. Again, very tall model, very lanky. Again, like I said, compared to the brick built one that I have, which is like, I think this tall, maybe. Its head definitely doesn't go past here. But yeah, just something that I thought would be cool is looking at that. And then another thing I wanted to point out was the instruction manual. If you go towards the very back, among other things, such as the ad for the yet to be released Star Wars video game, somewhere back here, you're going to find this really cool, there's the video game one, this cool panel that shows a lot of the sub-theme sets for Hoth. You have the battle pack that just came out January 1st. You have the Rebel Trooper battle pack. Funny enough, I don't see it, but there's a Rebel Trooper battle pack, or accessory pack is what they're calling it. You have the 2020 Walker, which I was surprised that they actually put this in here instead of the UCS one, but I like that because this is more price friendly. It's more about making this for kids. I mean, this is a bit of the target audience here. You have little Tauntaun and AT-AT, the miniatures, which are cool, and then you have the AT-ST. And then this is kind of out of nowhere. I kind of wish they didn't release this year because that has nothing to do with the Hoth sub-theme. It kind of messes with the vibe here. But otherwise, pretty cool panel because you get to see all this Hoth stuff. I'm going to pan over real quick to some of those other sets just to show you kind of what I have set up here. We have the Tauntaun with Luke Skywalker, who pretty much just looks like a Rebel Trooper when you take his lightsaber away. So even though I don't have the Rebel accessory pack yet, it still works nicely. I have the Rebel Trooper that came with the AT-ST. We have our Chewbacca with a stud shooter crossbow, the first one that I have, which is great. This Chewbacca has snow print on it, which is cool. Rebel Trooper that I've had for a while, but funny enough, the Snow Trooper battle pack comes with an extra speeder, and there's a speeder already in the AT-AT, so I gave this to the Rebel Alliance, so they get a speeder. I have my Luke over here when he's not dangling from the string on the AT-AT. And then we have a couple of blasters here on their tripods. And then within here, I took the Imperials from the battle pack and I put them in here already, which looks very, very clean. And then I put an extra AT-AT driver in there from the smaller scale AT-AT. And I wanted to just also, and I might make a separate video for this, but just wanted to show you this real quick too. The miniature AT-AT from that smaller microfighter set that you saw over here. right there. That's what this is. But what I did, which I thought was pretty clever, and I haven't seen anyone else do yet, I took a couple of these cheese slopes off the back, and you don't notice it from the front. And I also took off and swapped a piece from my AT-AT off the front, because this was actually a print. And funny enough, if you notice on the AT-AT, there is no printed front canopy. It's not zooming in for me, but there's no print here. There was just a black line. And I'm going to go over to that real quick and show you what that small slope here, just by switching it out with this print, did for the AT-AT. It just made it look so much nicer. Just one small little change. This black line was supposed to be sort of the viewport, kind of their version of it without putting a print. But the print doesn't look that bad on there. Even though it's smaller, it'd be nice if it was red all the way across, but to have that on there from afar looks pretty good. So just a small modification I did to my AT-AT. But anyways, there's the AT-ST. I'm gonna probably make some sort of Hoth mock at some point, some diorama. Don't think I'm gonna put this guy in there, but the Tauntaun scales pretty well for being a microfighter. So this I'm going to keep because I just think it's really adorable looking, but it actually scales well to the minifigures. This does not. I have no reason for the chibi AT-AT, though it is very cute, so I might just put it on display somewhere else. But there you have it. There's the Hoth AT-ST in all of its glory. Kind of ugly, kind of unique, kind of, well, not kind of, but very well put together, and I actually really love the set. It has a bit of a charm to it. So anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.